Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rachel Wild. I'm a life coach and tarot reader. I help people transform aspects of their life that they're struggling with so that they can be more of their best and truest selves in the world. I have the gift for seeing a situation with an objective lens, and I can spot that place that needs transformation or rerouting or needs to be shifted in order for you to level up and move forward. I've done this in my life with so many different things which have caused me to experience leveling up and leveling up and leveling up and leveling up time and time again in my life. And each time I just feel a little more free, a little more happy, a little more joyful, a lot of times a lot more thrilled and excited and to be here and just more alive. So that's what I help with my life coaching that I offer. With my tarot readings, I specialize in channeling guided intuitive messages from the higher self, and I just really tap into the energy of what's going on with you and the situation to deliver messages that are going to give you that piece of insight that you need into your situation. And it's going to help you know that you're on the right path, or help you know where to go if you feel like you aren't on the right path, and just help make you feel better overall by delivering messages that get you to that better feeling place. Okay, so if anybody has any questions about the services I offer or would like to talk to me about life coaching or tarot readings, message me and we will talk about it. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about how to feel better now or at any time, at any given moment, and I'm going to walk you through a set of experiences that happened with me today to show you how, I'm a human like everyone else, and there are times where I start feeling a little funky. It's pretty far and few between, but when I do, I know how to create momentum in another way, and I'm going to share with you the specific ways that I did that today to get me to feel in a high vibe, like I was happy and excited again and ready to do this video for you, which I have to tell you, a couple hours ago I did not feel like doing that. So I'm going to share with you now really what happened with me today. So I have to tell you, usually in the morning I'll get up and I'll do my meditation, and I'll grab something to eat. I'll either cook up something for myself or I'll eat some fruit or whatever, and I'll have a morning cup of coffee. I love drinking coffee in the mornings. I just do. And so I'll take it into the shower with me a lot of times, and I'll eat while I'm showering and just getting cleansed, right away for the day, feeling fresh. And I'll have some high vibe music on that I love to enjoy, that pumps me up for the day, that makes me feel really great. It's either that or I'll listen to some motivational speaker, somebody that inspires me, and usually a lot of times it'll be somebody who's talking about something really relevant in my life that gives me a piece of information that shifts my perspective just at the right time. You know how that happens. So I did that this morning, and usually right after that I'll go into my yoga practice. And I have to tell you, today when I got out of the shower, I just felt pretty sleepy and lethargic and kind of tired and just a little bit heavy in my body in a way, right? Like I was experiencing some heavy emotions that I could really sense in my body. Like I didn't really want to get up and do anything. I didn't want to move around. I just laid on my bed there, and that is so out of the norm for me. I'm usually like ready to go, getting motivated, and so that was just not the case today. So I decided to take some time and sit with what I was feeling. There are a lot of emotions going on the planet right now with everything that's going on in the world. I'm sure in the future, if you look at the date that I published this video, you'll be able to remember some of the things that were going on at this time in the world. I'm not even going to get into that stuff in this particular video, but I know some of us are experiencing some heavy emotions kind of out of nowhere with this stuff that's going on in the world. So I just took a minute, and I wasn't really thinking about it. I just decided to sit there and breathe and feel it. So I decided to be really present with the discomfort that I was feeling. And I sat there with it for a while, and I started to feel a little better. Not a lot, and I was mostly feeling the same way. At that point, my mind started wanting to create a story, and I started thinking a little bit of like negative things, and so I said, all right, let's do the yoga practice now. So I was looking today for something specifically slow, really juicy, something that kept me like on the ground, something that was more about deep stretches and a lot of feeling in the body and less of a heated flow that challenged my core or whatever. I did that yesterday. Today I was looking to cool down, just really get juicy with stretching. That's kind of what I was feeling today. And I started a hatha yoga practice, but 20 minutes in, it started getting into that heated flow, and I was just like, this is not what I'm about today. This is not what I want. So I switched it, and I found another hatha flow that worked more for me and was that really slow, juicy, getting into the body, just really feeling. And, you know, I was really hoping that after this yoga practice, I would just feel good like I always do, that I would be, you know, raring to go and, you know, be excited about recording my video and all of this stuff. But I have to tell you, after the yoga practice, I still had the same feelings where I was just thinking to myself, I just want to lay here on the mat indefinitely. And then I started thinking about what would it be like if I laid here all day and all this stuff. And my mind started going a little bit negative again. And I knew that in my heart, I really didn't want to lay in bed all day. I think that if sometimes you're at that point where maybe you haven't rested in a long, long time, there's not a lot of balance in your life, and you feel like you need to take a day where you just lay, I think that's fine to honor your body as long as it doesn't become a habit for you. But I have to tell you that part of me knew that that would just make me feel worse, and that was just me personally. I just knew that I was not going to feel good laying in bed indefinitely, but I was going to feel happier getting the things done and accomplished that I had ideas about to do for today. And it was super important for me to hold some of my commitments to myself. That was more important than laying in bed all day. And I have to tell you, laying around quite a bit today, my head started feeling a little funny too. So I was just taking all these signs that, you know, that's not for me today. And I knew I wanted to shift out of that clinging to laying down in bed or on the mat or whatever. So as I laid there on my mat, my mind started getting a little bit negative. I'll be very transparent and honest with you and tell you that my mind, you know, was saying things like, you know, how long do I need to carry on being strong? And when will things settle down? You know, because I guess that there was a part of me that was really feeling like I had faced, you know, a lot, you know, in my life in the last couple of years, and, you know, I was just really ready to settle down with some kind of predictability, some kind of routine or whatever. And that was kind of like my ego coming into play, right? Because those are all really small thoughts. Because the truth of the matter is, I am an infinite spiritual being. right? The source of who I am and me at my core, I do have an infinite amount of strength. And my soul does thrive on growth and change and expansion. And that is what is continually happening in this universe. So I think that this longing for a comfort zone kind of thing was coming into play today. And, I was really feeling it in my body. It was heavy in my mind, it was heavy in my body. So I'm there on my mat, and I just, I'm just like, I want to feel better. I want to feel better. And I got the idea, just like that, well, Rachel, why don't you just go sing? Sing it out. Sing about it. Go sing. See, I discovered, last year and the year before, actually, when I go through difficult times in my life and I'm experiencing a lot of heavy emotions or whatever, when I sing it out, it literally lifts my spirit. It makes me feel better. Singing does that for me. So we all have that certain activity, that certain thing that we can do that really lifts our vibe whenever we do it. And for me, it's like when I sing, I get to go into the flow state, right? And just kind of sing whatever I want to sing, and it flows out of me. And I don't have to think, I'm just doing it. And so it feels really good to get into that flow state. That creates a lot of positive momentum. And not only that, but singing just lifts my spirit. It makes my heart feel better. And there's a part of me on the yoga mat saying, oh, come on, I don't even feel like getting up and getting the microphone and putting it into place and getting my laptop and setting up stuff, because I knew I wanted to sing with the microphone, because it just adds this other layer of fun to the equation. And I knew I had to set up some equipment or whatever with it. So there was a part of me that was clinging to the mat that was like, I don't even feel like doing that. But I'm so glad that I went and I set everything up, and then I just sang. And after I sang for a while, I started feeling better. Like, that was the big turning point of my day, and feeling better. So after I got done singing, I'm like, wow, I'm feeling better, I'm feeling good, this is really great. And then I had another idea, right, because that's what happens. So I did something that really put momentum into the other direction of feeling better, instead of kind of ruminating down here in these other vibes. And the next thing I thought was, I really want to drink some probiotics. I love kombucha. So I went and I got some kombucha, and when I drank that, I just perked right up, That's what kombucha does to me. I just love it. I love the flavor. I love that I'm putting live cultures into my body. I know it's good for me. I know my stomach appreciates it. So that was just great. And then I started feeling even better. And then I was at the point where I started feeling better enough that I thought, I'm going to start getting ready for my video now. So I started feeling way, way, way different than I was when I was out of the shower or after the yoga practice, wanting to lay on the mat, wanting to lay on the bed, not do anything. Now I was like, okay, let's get ready. And then as I'm doing my hair, I'm feeling better. And then I think to myself, the next thought to make me feel even better, which was, let me see, who do I want to put on right now to listen to while I'm doing my hair? And I love the work of Esther or Abraham Hicks. I find it so inspiring, and it always seems to talk about exactly what I need to hear at the time. So I found a new broadcast that I had never listened to before, and I put that on as I was getting ready. And so doing my hair made me feel good, and listening to this video made me feel good. And it was so funny that, of course, a lot of the work that Esther Hicks does is about getting into a better feeling place. And that's exactly what I was doing today, which was just really funny. Like, I had started the momentum of doing this before I even got to that video where she was talking about the process of exactly what I was doing that day. So it was just really funny. And it was great to zoom out and get a bigger perspective. So after that, I started feeling really good. Then I'm putting on my makeup and I'm feeling even better. Doing my hair and makeup makes me feel so wonderful. I just love putting the time, effort, energy, attention into, my hair and my face. And I like putting on makeup. I think it's fun. It's something interesting and creative to do. And so I just started feeling really, really, really good after all of that, and so it was, singing was like the first way that I transmuted that energy at first. And then putting the probiotics into my body, drinking it. I think it was because the probiotics was me giving a gift to myself. See, the music was getting into flow state and doing something that my soul enjoys doing. That was super powerful. Then I gave to myself this gift, this treat, right? I gave a gift to myself, and that made me feel better by drinking the kombucha. Then I activated acts of self-care by going and spending time and attention on my hair, right? And doing my makeup with this energy of, I love my body. This is so fun. I like being creative. So it was self-love, right? Because I wasn't doing it from an energy of, I have to be perfect. I have to look this way or that way. Or, all these things are wrong with me that I fixed. That was not what I was thinking at all. I was activating acts of self-love today with my hair and my makeup. So that was super powerful too. So this is just so much like love and positive vibes snowballing. Putting on Esther Hicks was something else that was good for like the growth and development of my soul, right? Expanding my consciousness. And whenever I expand my consciousness and come into, I would say like a zoomed out perspective, right? It's more of like coming away from the ego that focuses on the outside and coming back into the inside and spending time with the source of who I am, with the power center of who I am at the core of myself. And that, just sends me through the roof. It is such a good feeling experience to come into that perspective and to remember that and to take it into my body and to feel it and know it. And so that was a tremendous act of self-love as well. And so it was just listening to these ideas that were coming up that put me in a better feeling place. And now I'm feeling so good because doing these videos makes me feel really good, because now I'm sharing with the world and I get to express my truth. And I feel like I get to be of service in the world by sharing my unique individual perspective and things that have helped me along the way and things that I've learned, and maybe other people out there can resonate with, going through this experience of, I just want to lay in bed to like, man, I'm ready to do like every single thing I want to do today. And you've gone through that process and this resonates. Or maybe you've never really gone through this process before and you don't really know how to get yourself out of bed. Like, it warms my heart to know that this is going to help other people in the world. So I'm just so excited and happy to be sharing this video with you today. And my desire is that you feel better after watching this video, and that you know how to now pick up on those little ideas of inspiration or thoughts that come your way that are going to help you feel better when you desperately want to, and you have those moments where the emotions are really intense, where your body is feeling like so heavy that you're just like glued to the bed or whatever. Like, I've been there, you're not alone, we're all in this together and we're all connected. And you can move through it and out of it and transform that energy, and just by simply doing those little things that are going to make you feel better and better and better and better. And hopefully you can see from the examples that I've shared today that it is kind of this snowball effect. If you can imagine, like, somehow like a little snowball forming, and it rolls down the mountain, and it just gathers more snow, and it becomes this big snowball as it rolls down the mountain, right? And so it's kind of like the pivotal point is that point where you're forming this snowball. And I feel like today with me, it was making that decision to go and sing for a little while. That was me forming the snowball. And then it was big enough and it had enough weight to it that it started to roll, right? And then it just kept on rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. And now I feel wonderful, and I'm really happy and excited to live out the rest of this day today and just see what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and close out the video here today, folks. Thanks so much again for joining me. I love and appreciate all of you. I feel like I can feel you guys' presence and vibes right now, and it feels really tingly and really great. And thank you so much for being here. Again, I'm Rachel Wild, and I will see you next time. Bye.